I was mad, but I was like, I didn't want to quit because I've done a lot. I invested a lot. I've done a lot. I don't want to just let it go. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to give him another chance. I didn't, like, I just quit my job. I traveled. I am here. We had a whole plan. I don't want to just
Give it up.
So I was like, okay, you know, I was telling everyone, my sisters and my aunt, that you're a good guy, and I see that you're a good guy, but after this, like, you showed them the opposite, so it's out of my hand to
Prove them wrong.
prove you to them. So this is on you now. You have to prove that you are a good guy and you are
The guy who you say you are.
Yeah.
Soleen, Riaan.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Mohanned.
Thank you so much. I was telling you, nobody gets it right.
Yeah.
Usually. Yeah. You seem to have really like adapted to the Iraqi culture.
Oh man, I love it. I absolutely love everything about it. I actually feel like the people in South Africa somehow did not catch my energy and my personality. Some did, but in majority, I felt like since I've been introduced to the Iraqi culture and community, I feel a part. Like how I go about at weddings, and me personally not liking to drink alcohol and seeing people at weddings having fun without alcohol and dancing and having a blast. This is what I love. And yeah, the music is just as if it speaks to me, and not even to start talking about the food.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know.
He feels like he belongs there. Like,
Yeah.
it's his people.
I cannot wait to go back.
How many times have you been to Iraq now?
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 times.
In
So-
3 months. So I was like, ooh.
And we're already planning the 3rd now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's happening in this winter.
Is it
Yeah.
like something you got addicted to? You just want to do it just for fun? Do you have some work there?
The first
It's
time, the first time was actually just to go and see it because it's
Yeah.
been 20 years for
20 years for me.
Soleen.
I remember that bit as well. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So it was just to see it, and then work came up. Apart with the other side of Iraq, we didn't see it. So we feel there's still a lot. I mean, Iraq is so rich in history and in culture. So there's still so many things we need to go and see. And then it happened that we're like, yes, we have to go again.
Like, you know, you're Iraqi, I'm Iraqi. He's not Iraqi, but he also know it. Iraq is different. If you go once, you have to go twice. You have to go 3 times. You have to, like, it has something in it, like, you cannot find it anywhere.
I think it's because it's a very rich place. Like I get the same feelings when I go to Istanbul, for example.
the
I always want to go
spirit, I
back.
don't know.
Because
Yeah.
it's like very rich place. You feel like there are so many things
So
to
many
see and
things to
explore.
do.
Yeah. I mean, these things, these things, I mean, we grow up in South Africa, you hear about the places in Iraq. And then also you get this picture of Iraq on the media.
Yeah.
And then you're so afraid of it. And then when you get there, it's nothing like it. It's absolutely nothing like it. It's so safe. The first time we were there, our first day, we were so scared to cross the road. We were standing at the hotel and we want to cross the road and we're like,
No,
"Oh,
let's
wait."
go back.
It's-
Let's
it's-
go
Because
back.
you haven't been there for a long time as
Yeah,
well. So you
it's
didn't know what to
20
expect
years.
either.
Exactly. So
Right,
20
right,
years.
right.
And I was like,
well, yeah.
can I walk? I don't know if I can walk.
Wow.
And then it's the second day, and I really want to explore, you know, like I want to feel Baghdad again. I want to feel my childhood memories. I want to explore.
Right.
And then we were like crossing the road. I was like, no, let's go back. I don't want to risk it. Let's go back. And then from then, after we met our friend Ali Hilal, we start walking on Jadriya. We went to eat a burger.
Nabi.
Yeah, and then we from then, like the 3rd day, from morning until night, we're just walking.
in the streets.
Just
and
walking.
this was amazing because I think also many people in Iraq did not expect us walking in these areas, and them seeing us like, hey, they're like, kulish taib. What I say. So they're like, kulish.
Yeah.
Like to feel that welcome. Like we still are so excited to go.
Yeah.
I just
Amazing.
now when we're there in summer, it's so hot, but we like, let's go. Let's
Yeah, we
go and
tried.
walk. Let's go and see, and let's go and explore. Let's go and taste. So yeah, it's amazing. So we cannot wait to go back. Yeah,
Amazing.
Yeah.
So how many words do you know now in Iraqi dialect?
Oh no, A lot.
Like if I ask you, guys, I've prepared a few.
Yeah,
words
I've
for
got
you.
like Saduk, Kulish Taib. Yeah, but if you're gonna ask me now on the spot,
You're gonna forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget,
Soon.
but
Like,
there's
I have easy like I have easy stuff.
Mumshkala.
Okay. This is like me knowing like 3 words in Afrikaans as well. Like I can.
Oh, you do?
I forgot. I learned I think a couple of words before.
Okay.
But yeah. But how much do you practice your lines when in your
In our videos?
Videos?
Yeah.
So what we'll do is I will write them down, and then I will look at them, and then I will. So Lena's got the camera on me, so I'll look at the words, and I practice, and then after a while I don't even look at it anymore, and then it starts sticking to me. So here and there the words start sticking to me. Then I'm like, okay, wait, this is what it is. This is what it is. But I tell you, if I go to Iraq in a week, I'm like grabbing the words like this. People are having conversations, then I'm like, I stop them and I'm telling her, well, this is what you guys were telling just now. This is what you were just talking about and stuff. And I actually enjoy it when people speak Arabic around me. I don't want them to speak English. Otherwise, how would I learn?
Actually, also because of the videos we're making, people think that in the street when we go to Baghdad, people think he's fluent in Arabic.
Yeah.
So they come to him like they speak
مرحبا
everything,
شلونك؟
everything in like the whole thing, like hey احنا نتابعك ونحن نحبك وما اعرف شنو.
And I'm like,
then what do you-
shukran.
And they think they expect him to respond fluently in بالعربي.
But they don't know that you do all the work.
Yeah,
The
they
unchecked.
don't. They don't know I do all the work. Yeah, but they don't know like he's learning. He's very good. He can write. He can read. He can
Amazing.
spell.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know all the meanings of
So
what he's
I can read in Arabic. I know the letters.
Yeah.
I can pronounce it, but maybe there's a slight like mistake here and there. But like the reading and writing makes it easier.
Okay, so I have a few words for you. Let me just test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if what's the meaning of tasse?
No, that's what he would know.
You probably even
No, I never.
probably even you wouldn't know that.
I know that, but I would never think of teaching him
You would
that.
never use it.
It's the street pump.
Okay, no, I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
maybe you can use it next time in your videos or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, how would you fit it in there?
What?
Tasse.
That's it.
Tasse.
Okay, no, this is easy. Slučak.
You're
both gonna blame me now.
Yeah, that's what I said. After this interview, you will see how good I am.
It's going to be in English, by the way, for you. We're going to do the whole thing in English.
Great.
No, Slučak, probably you must have probably said that in one of the videos, or you said it to him in one of the videos.
Yeah, you said that.
I'm sure you said something like that. It means like it's your fault. Slučak is like it's your
that can
mistake
be
or something.
because in
Probably.
most of our videos I say maybe stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, so I'm not going to make it so difficult for you. I'm not going to put
Okay,
you on the spot
no
like that.
problem.
Okay. But how did you feel really the culture differences? I mean, things like the music, the traditions, the food, the
hygiene.
family oriented, the hygiene.
The hygiene is a major one.
Oh yeah, and I saw that video with the toilet paper. Wow.
Yeah. And the pipe.
Yeah.
My South African friends that are living here, one is living here for 10 years. I asked them, do you know what the pipe is for? They tell me it's to wash the toilet. I tell them no.
It's really to wash something else.
Yeah, I know. and I'm telling them, like, they've been living here so long. And they tell me it's stuff like this. They said, no, it cannot be. I said, this is what it's for. So the hygiene, I mean, shoes in the house, we don't have this. Walking barefoot in South Africa, in my culture specifically, you would go and walk barefoot in the mall.
Yeah, like the whole family, they just walk
Barefoot in the mall. And there's no way ever my wife would let me walk barefoot, even in my house. No, in my house. But I will have to wear a certain slipper for each area.
She's that particular.
Sometimes.
We grew up like that, like don't walk barefoot on the floor because
in the bathroom.
Kashi, don't. It's cold. Yeah. Okay, don't walk on with your shoes on the carpet. In the bathroom, there's a different slipper. So that's what
the bathroom is always
these things for us, like, and she would say, "There's a slipper for the shower only." Like this for us was like, what? Yeah, all these kind of things. So,
but they're really like small things. You probably don't think about them sometimes, but they make a difference.
It does.
But on a personal note, I'm happy that you like that because not many people actually adapt so good to different cultures. They'll be like, I don't like to do this, or I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
One thing, South Africa is called the Rainbow Nation. we've got 11 official languages, so it's super diverse.
Yeah.
So I've also I speak like there's one tribal language I know a bit of, which I speak, and then usually when I
Which
would
one is
speak
that?
it, Xhosa.
The one with the clicks?
Yes.
Really?
So I would, because I
Dude, I have so many questions now.
Yeah.
How does,
No. So I did TV and radio also in South Africa.
Right.
And majority of the people that was also on TV and working at TV and radio would speak this language. And then when I went there, I would speak with them and communicate with them, especially cleaners and security guards and stuff. I love everyone, no matter the job, no matter the title, no matter who they are. If they're
amazing.
different, I love to learn about people and the differences.
Yeah.
So when I speak to them and I speak in their language, it's a showing respect, and immediately it's like a bond. So when I speak their language, there's big racial things happening still in South Africa. So when
Yeah,
I
I
speak
know.
their language, it's immediately like,
Yeah.
wow, booty.
'Cause-
They would be like, they go like crazy if I must say these things. They're like, oh.
I know, because you must have grown up after the apartheid.
Yes. Right after it, right when things started changing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if we can cut this later, because one of the impressions I remember,
Yeah.
I asked a South African friend, you can say.
Yeah.
I said, so do you speak Xhosa? One time I said, no, I'm white.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. He said, but it's fine. You know, like, I get it, but you're right. In there. Yeah, I mean, like, there are people sometimes, they tell me, I have South African friends.
Yeah.
And they don't like, for example, Trevor Noah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh, this guy's like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. But I get it. It's a long history. It's not
Yes,
easy.
yes.
You cannot easily forget it.
Yeah, so I mean, I love the culture and stuff. I actually sat down with Trevor Noah once. We had a dinner, and his girlfriend that time, she was half Indian and half Malayan. Which
Right.
the father.
Yeah.
So we were in this one house with such a diverse group of people, which was so funny and so much fun. So I've always been intrigued with diversity and cultures and languages. That's why I got to know a bit of Xhosa.
Yeah.
And so that's why when my wife, if you would have told me 6 years ago that I would get married to Iraqi, I would be like, yo, you're crazy. Like, because the picture of what I had of Iraq was totally different. And then how we met, and I got so much to learn about her, the culture, the religion, the things they do different, and like even the humor, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Like now I'm catching the humor because I'm doing the comedy in it, and I watch Hamid Hello, and I said that
it's so funny.
so I would watch that, and I would ask her, what is this? And then I would catch that it's funny. On the start, I would be like, why is everyone laughing at this? It's not so, this is not so funny. Yeah. But it's
because comedy is cultural anyway.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So how did that thing happen? Like, I know you guys met online.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I know a little bit of the story.
Yeah.
I researched you guys. Come on.
Of course.
You have to be thorough, you know?
Had to.
Yeah. So who made the first move?
I did.
Soleen.
Yeah. It was such a coincidence, and it was very random thing. Like, I never thought I reply on a story, it's gonna end up like this. It was just random. I traveled. I probably heard. You probably heard in the story. I traveled to South Africa for a vacation and my aunt is living there. My aunt also married to South African, and she lives
Afrikaans.
there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I traveled there for a week, 2 weeks, a holiday. When I came back, I like nature and I like free spirit. So I felt like it's my first time I actually go overseas. So I was like, oh, I'm so attached there. And I don't want to, after a holiday, I don't want to go back to work and to home.
You were living in Dubai at the time.
In Dubai, yeah. So I followed #Cape Town just to keep me there. I want to see the people there. I want to see what they post, like whatever.
Yeah.
So the second night...
Last night.
I already came back to Dubai.
Okay.
So I was checking the hashtags. I posted a story and I put #Cape Town. And that time, Instagram had this update where the hashtag itself has a story from all the people.
Yes.
So I was checking the stories of the hashtag and his story came up. He also had Cape Town hashtag. And I skipped it. He was like in a dark car speaking. I did not get his accent. I was like, okay, I'll skip. And then after a few stories, I was like, what he was saying? I want to know, like, go back. And then I go back to the story. I watch it maybe 3 times just to catch.
By the way,
Is he really that handsome?
Yeah.
Just to catch there. It was dark.
But I noticed sound effect. That's
like
something we do sometimes.
Yeah, no, I picked this up like oof and chuk 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 and
you have to express.
Bring me the fish. It's
like
anything that's praise.
That's praise. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So he was going to a rugby shoot, and I was like, okay, good luck. I just sent him a reply on the story. So the next day he answered, thank you. Are you in Cape Town? Do you live in Cape Town? I was like, no, I just came for a vacation, and then it started up.
So are you with, it's amazing, by the way. And I know that story, but it's amazing to hear it again from you like personally. Are you with the woman making the first move? If they like the guy?
Yeah, like there is nothing wrong with it, but it depends on the move. Like don't go and flirt and go and like go off limit. It's fine to say hi, like, or whatever. There is nothing wrong with it. It's just communication. There is nothing wrong with a hi or good luck. You know, like it's not مو متعدى الحدود. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's not crossing the limits.
Yeah, there's not
I'll work
crossing the
as your
limits.
translator.
Yeah, it's like I just think of it. If she never said that, we wouldn't have been yet. What the impact that good luck made. Good luck was a great start of our relationship. It's all about good luck.
I agree. That's amazing. Yeah. So we start off. These how beautiful things start off usually.
Yeah. And then when I saw it, I was like, there was a few pictures. She looked like, and specifically on these pictures, she looked like Penelope Cruz with her glasses and stuff. And I was like,
oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So for me, it's like this is Iraqi. I'm like, no, man, it cannot be. Like. The picture I have of Iraqis is they're all wearing a niqab, and it's war, and I see broken buildings. All you see on American movies. This is what I see.
So did Soleen break all these stereotypes for you?
Yeah, totally. And then I saw it, and I was like, and then I started talking to her, and I came to realize that she's got so much self-respect and morals and values. And she had a lot of boxes I always wanted to be ticked, which I really could not actually find in my circle in South Africa. Like the non-drinking, non-smoking, don't like clubbing, want to go forward in life, positive speaking, don't like to speak bad about people, adventurous. So she ticked these boxes, and also gym enthusiast. And then I was like, 2 weeks later, I said to her, I've got a feeling God said, I'm going to marry you. God gave me this message, I'm going to marry you.
We had this click, or like we were so bonded. We never met, and it was short time, but we felt so connected that we was like, we're meant to be. Like I also felt the same, because we're so different, but we had so much in common that like you're the person, like 100% you're the person.
Yeah, we had the important things in common. Yeah.
So do you say that the values are the most important thing for couples to agree on? If your values are aligned?
It varies, I think. Yeah, like I believe
think so. Yeah.
If you have standards and you think like, I can only go with this is what I want in a person, and you find all of this in the person, then...
I think also there is certain values that one can still get to know or
learn.
Learn and be exposed to, maybe. And then with that, you grow into a new couple or new individuals. So, I mean, like certain things, I think sometimes that time I was using drugs, which she didn't know, but I still had core values that I knew what was bad. I knew it was taking me backwards instead of forward. And I knew I wanted to get out of that place and that dark hole. And she didn't know about it. Up until we got married, I told her, listen here. And then when they said, listen here, why don't you go to Dubai? Why don't you go and make a new start there? Because I lost my coffee shop. I lost everything. It went south for me. That last time, the last few days in South Africa was my lowest of lows. And here I came and I want to marry her. Her aunt see me on TV and stuff, thinking this guy. Well, she thought this guy's got his ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Meantime, back in the garage, he doesn't with the drugs, which literally no one knew about. And then we decided. I said, okay, now listen, I want to get married to her, and I think it's time for a new start in Dubai, where I take myself out of the circles I have bad influence and things keeping me down and connections I've got there. And I always knew I'm better than that. So it was just a matter of time to get out of it, but never know how I'm going to get out of it. And if I will get out of it alive. So it was like an angel being sent on my path to take me to my destiny. So I was thankful for that. And then I said, let's go. And then we came here. And then it was the difficult part only started when we arrived here.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But no, that's amazing. And sometimes I think you do meet people and they take you to a different place, to a better place.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if I think in a relationship, that is what one another have to bring to the table. Someone brings a certain set of good aspects and the other one as well.
Like the relationship has to...
From both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
take you somewhere.
Both of you need somehow to contribute to
Absolutely.
it naturally, maybe not like deliberately.
Yes.
I remember this line of a song. It's not a famous song, but I like Justin Timberlake, so I listen to all his albums.
Okay.
And he said, one of the songs said, "Give me what I don't know I want."
Yes.
There are things that we don't know that we want.
We want or need,
And you see them in the other person. You know what? Actually, I never thought about this. Like if you ask now people, what do you want in a partner?
Yeah.
They'll tell you, I want 1, 2, 3. But sometimes they will probably fall for the person who's completely different.
Yes.
Than they thought they would want to be with, or they listed down the traits of that person.
Yes. True.
Because this person had given them something they did not know about.
Absolutely. So true. Yeah.
Amazing.
It is.
No, it's really nice. So what were the first impressions when you guys met? Like you talked in the beginning on social media, and then you met. You had to go back to South Africa, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she left her job. She booked a ticket.
So like.
What do you mean you left? Well, hang on. What do you mean she left
I
her
used
job?
to live in Dubai. I used to live in Dubai, so I work in Dubai. It's my first job, so I was already planning like. When I went to South Africa first time, I was like, I want to go back there. I want to live. They have this volunteer jobs where they just like give you everything. You just take care of animals. And I was like, I want to do that. So I was like planning to save some money and then quit and then go live there. Then I met him. Meanwhile, I have this plan in my head.
Also thinking I've got the coffee shop and...
No, it's not about that.
But you thought because that's what
now I had another reason to go there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I was like, okay. And after 7 months, I was like, okay, I will quit my job, book a ticket, go there, we meet up. And he was like, yeah, come. And my family doesn't know. My aunt and my sisters knows. My father, my mother, my brothers, no one knows. Of course, I cannot tell them. So I go there.
I'm supposed to pick her up at the airport.
He's supposed to go and meet my aunt, and they come and pick me up from the airport. And I travel 9 hours, the flight, 9 hours, 45 minutes. All in my mind, how it's gonna be. Like, I'm excited, it's been 7 months. We're gonna meet up.
Wow, you were talking for 7 months?
Yes. Yeah.
Was it like video calls or things
WhatsApp.
like that? Or
WhatsApp, yeah.
Just texting.
Now and then a small video or a photo. Not video, photo.
Photos.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
7 months.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He's a keeper.
Yeah.
He is.
Yes.
He is. Guys are impatient usually. They never wait. They never wait for 7 months.
Yeah, that time, like before, I had bad experiences with girlfriends and stuff, and I knew what I don't want. So when I get to know her and see what she's got, I was like, I'm and also I said I want to clean myself for my wife. Like I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to be with anyone. I want to purify myself for my wife.
Yeah. And then
sorry I interrupted you, but I.
Yeah.
We digress, but we come back.
That's
no
about
problem.
the thing.
I can hold a conversation.
Okay. You have to. Yeah. So when I arrived there, the plane just landed. Still, it's still did not stop the plane in the airport, and I get a call from my aunt. He's like, don't you ever talk to him? He's the liar. He's what's going on? He sent her a text message. Sorry, I cannot come. I have a rugby game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I went to go and play touchies, and I went to smoke weed and play touchies. Yeah. So it's all of that together. Yeah.
Wow.
I just flew across the world.
To be honest,
quit my job.
Yeah. I was kind
and
of.
That's what I get.
I was kind of because in the 7 months we were talking, I started up the new business venture, the coffee shop, and as she started coming, things started going sour, and I didn't want to tell her like, listen here. I was just focusing on her, and I didn't want to tell her, listen here, this stuff is going on, and it's like going sour, and I'm not feeling good, and these kind of things. And I was a bit afraid that she's coming now, and I felt like, now it's really happening. It's here. So I was a bit scared, to be honest. I was scared.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
2 things you've said. This one, really men do. They get sometimes scared when they really care about the woman.
Okay.
And the other thing is, you probably know this about him already, but I'm just for other women watching us, sometimes they really don't know, like men really care about the woman they love. And the other thing I really like when he said, you purify yourself for the, that's something also men do when they really know
This is the one. Yeah. And then she said, listen, I don't want to hear anything about you. I cannot believe you did it. Yeah.
I don't know. I found a text message from him, so I replied to him like, don't bother yourself, don't come, whatever. Like.
Yeah, and then I felt really bad. I felt sure. But the thing is, that time I don't have petrol money to drive to her. I've been eating eggs morning, afternoon, and night. No one knows about it because I spend my money on drugs. My clothes has not been washed, but I go on TV. People don't know it. They think on the TV, this is how it looks. Everything is great, but they don't know what's going on behind the scene. So, I mean, it's going bad for me. Terrible.
Why did you share that with her? Why did you tell her?
I don't know. I thought actually she's got a lot of money.
He was
No, I was not fishing. I did not thought of it like that, to be honest. I thought that she's got money and I didn't want to look like
he doesn't have the money.
I cannot look after her. Yeah. And I stay positive and confident that tomorrow is going to be a better day and I will pick myself up and I will go for it again. And so everything was going, like I said, bad. I didn't have petrol money.
You were in a cycle that you couldn't get out of.
Yes, in a very dark hole. And there was even a time I felt like committing suicide. I was that low. Yeah. And
was it in the time when you were talking? Or did you have like that thought
just before we started talking? Just before we started talking.
So she was really in heaven.
Like when I could not. The more I spoke to her, the more I wanted to improve on myself. I knew also that I always thought like, am I really gonna get married? Am I really one day gonna get a wife is there really still good women out there?
Wow.
For me, to be honest, I wanted to marry a virgin also. And then people were like, you can say that if you've been like going around crazy and stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, but that's my past. That's why when I said I want to purify myself. And then when I met someone who's got all these good values and self-respect, I was like, no, I'm not going to let this slip through my hands. So when I did not have the money and things of going with petrol and stuff, and the thing is, I knew they've got, her aunt has got money and she looks like she's got money and stuff. So I felt shy saying, listen here, I don't have petrol money. I cannot come. Yeah. So I felt shy. I cannot even buy you roses and bring you a set of roses. I have this idea in my head. This is what I want to do, but I'm not capable of doing it. So I felt like, and I'm sure any guy will feel the same, like if he cannot...
Yeah.
And especially I know what I've heard in the Arab culture, there's these things of dowry and the guy needs to be able to look after the wife. And not only in the Arab culture, in any culture, you need to be able to look after someone. So I was like, So I remember that time I asked my mom, listen, I need some money. And then I drive to her. She said to me the second day.
Like after 2 or 3 days?
Yeah, 2 or 3 days. He said to me, listen, you will come apologize.
Did you give him like the benefit of the doubt at least? Or were you just mad?
I was mad, but I was like, I I didn't want to quit because I've done a lot. I invested a lot. I've done a lot. I don't want to just let it go. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to give him another chance. I didn't, like, I just quit my job. I traveled. I am here. We had a whole plan. I don't want to just
give it up.
So I was like, okay, you know, I was telling everyone, my sisters and my aunt, that you're a good guy, and I see that you're a good guy, but after this, like, you showed them the opposite, so it's out of my hand to
prove them wrong.
Prove you to them. So this is on you now. You have to prove that you are a good guy and you are
the guy who you say you are.
Yeah. So he was like, okay, and
then I came. I got proteas from a farm.
Protea is a type of flower.
Flowers. It's the national flower. Yeah. I drove there. It was far. But I come there with like my jeans are cut.
That you know how the style.
Yeah, my jeans are cut. My car's license expired, so they don't allow me in their compound, and only one of my lights are working.
The security is very strict. Like they have to check like your, I don't know, everything. I don't know why
you cannot just come in.
Like maybe you stole the car or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
so now this is my second impression to her aunt. Like. This guy.
Wow.
Like now he needs to, like, I'm supposed to rock out up in front of their apartment or house, and then they must come and pick me up.
We end up picking him up from the gate.
So you were saying, what was our first impression of when we first saw each other? Now we're getting to that point.
Yeah.
So
this is amazing.
Yeah. So now the I'm standing under the lamppost with these flowers with my jeans that's a bit torn up, and here I see they come. I am actually so nervous, but yet so excited. And when I climbed in, I can remember her aunt was busy signing something with the security, right?
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I was like, yo, you are so much more beautiful in person than on the phone. And that's what and I remember my heart was like, doop, 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 like beating.
Oh, he's got the sound effect. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. I picked it up from her now.
Good job. Yeah. Good job.
So then I was like, yo, you look, and then she was like, I am so mad at you. I was like, oh.
I don't remember what I said, but he said I'm so mad at him.
Yeah.
Of course I would.
Yeah. Then I started like tearing in my eye, and I'm like, yeah, I'm really sorry. Like, I am so sorry. And we drove to their house. Her aunt actually made dolma. And yes,
first impression.
No, she did not make. She wanted to.
Oh.
She also like, as we like to fill the table with food for.
Yeah, hospital.
So she's like, no, I'm mad at him. I will not do anything. So I was like, okay, let's just do snacks. So like some, I don't know, fruits and
South African
biscuits,
druivels and biltong. So they don't know, I've been only eating eggs all the time.
My translators kind of need to look for those two things.
It's a dried meat.
Dried meat.
A South African eat it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And we love this. So she puts it there, and they don't know I've been just eating eggs and stuff. So her aunt's like, no, just give him this.
Like this was not.
Yeah. And I come there, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I can think her aunt is probably out.
It's not eggs for like a long time.
I am happy. I'm in the seventh heaven. I'm looking at her. I'm like, yes, thank you. I will sit here and then it just like it flowed. Since we started talking, her aunt came and asked me a few questions, and I opened a lot of like cards on the table. And I told him like, this is who I am. This is what I do. I tell her aunt. And I think with that, her aunt could feel that I'm honest. But of course, I did not say everything. With time, they then picked up. With time, actually, they picked up that what my situation is. She asked me, listen, do you want to wash your clothes? So it's now second or third day for me to rock up at their place. She invited me.
Because he said he have to move or something, or he's living at his sister, something like this. So I was like, my aunt told me like, ask him if you've got laundry, because he's probably like, he cannot wash his clothes.
But she thought like,
I was like,
I'm
okay, he's
like,
gonna bring me a t-shirt or two.
I bring like all my clothes.
2 full suitcase full of dirty.
She was washing for a week.
I was like,
oh my god!
Yeah.
Did she wash them?
She did.
Now she is a keeper.
No, not only that. Like the coming days, how they opened the door to me was something, because I had to either terminate my contract for my apartment, and I had nowhere to go. That time I asked my family members, can I come to you? They said no. I asked someone else, can I? They said no. No one could. It was all meant to be. There was a reason. Like my mom and dad and so said to me, sorry, we cannot. So, which I'm happy for today. That time I was thinking like, phew. But they opened their door for me, and it was like, I was like, how can people just open their door for me as if I'm a family member, as if even more than a family member, looking after me. And yeah, it was a shock for me to see the culture then being like this. And I was like, this is not what we know. This is not what we've been told. It actually shows us how little we know about the world out there. And they were so warm and welcome. And then the aunt started get to know me better and better. And she saw that, okay, he's struggling a bit financially and stuff.
But he's a good guy. After a week, she is like, listen here, you ask him, does he want to get married or not? Because
yeah.
We don't play around. خلاص, like you saw each other. Yalla.
Yeah. That was after the second week.
Yes. Like almost. Like I was like, oof. Okay.
So she asked me like, there on the table.
He's gonna freak out.
We need to talk now. It's serious, and we want to know, where do you stand? Are you gonna get married or not? I was like, yeah. Huh? So it was like, there's no backing out now. And I was like, I said, I want to get married to Soleen, so yeah, let's do it. I want to get married to her, but I've got nothing. I've got less than nothing. Yeah. Wow. And she then said, yeah, we have to call her mom.
Yeah.
And dad. So I asked him, can I get married to you? Her father, firstly, doesn't speak English.
Right.
Now she must ask her father, this guy's calling, he wants to get married to me here in South Africa. They're like, no way. Like, you will have to come to Dubai.
So my aunt wanted really, like, she helped us a lot. Like, without her, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Been here.
Yes.
So she really tried to help us to do like
to make it easy on us.
Make it easy. She wanted to do everything there in South Africa, but she's like, my family, of course, it's their right. Like, no, you have to come and ask her the right way, and we have to see you, blah, blah, blah. So after a few months, like, no, 2 months, maybe 2 months. And then he came to Dubai. And yeah, you have to speak about this experience because this is your...
So her aunt bought me a ticket to come here. I had nothing, and I felt like, now I must come, and I packed my bags. Her family must still say yes. They didn't say yes. I packed my bags.
Yeah, of course.
Her aunt bought me a ticket for the hotel, and for the bought me a ticket, and she booked an hotel. Like I said, it was as if they took me out of a hole and gave me a new chance in life. And I'm forever thankful for her aunt and uncle and for her, like that. And I believe God sent it to me. God sent them to me. So I was, let's go. Excited, but didn't know how hard this part is going to be. I walk into that house and it's just Arabs. The full house is Iraqis.
It's the first time in his life in an
my
Arab
first time
country.
Overseas. I'm going into an Arab country. That time they were living in Sharjah.
Yeah.
And like, Sharjah compared to Dubai, it's a bit more like...
Traditional.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a traditional experience. And here we are, and it's like everyone is speaking extremely loud at the same time. And it's Arabic. I'm like, where am I? And I've still got like a aftershock of not having any substance anymore. So withdrawal symptoms. Yeah. So it's good. It's still like you got a bit of you feel a bit dizzy, shock. Yeah. Like this is the first time I'm now going with 3-4 days without anything. So it's like a shock for me. I'm a total shock. I'm like, yes, like, where am I? What am I doing here? Am I at the right place? Did I make the right decision?
Yeah, you definitely get these questions.
Yeah.
For sure.
So earlier, like, I'm already like, it's already now. I'm feeling like I want to get something. I need to smoke something. So it was very difficult these first few days.
Yeah, but the first few hours, and then my family said, "Yeah, he's good. Good to go."
Luckily.
Yeah, like he's a good person. Like you can feel like he's a good person.
Yeah.
So my family felt that the minute they saw him, it was like, he's good to go. So all is good.
Approved.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Sound effect.
Yeah. And then the first 7 months. Okay, then actually I got a job, a South African company who's also in Abu Dhabi for the Special World Olympic Games.
Yeah.
So we moved to. Okay, we did not have a wedding.
Yeah, we did not have a wedding.
Yeah.
But you got married here. You got married in UAE.
We did the court marriage. I did not have money for a wedding, and we didn't want the parents to pay for a wedding.
Yeah.
They did a little party for
party
her.
at home.
And because, to be honest, we did not have money.
Yeah.
Did it matter so much to you that at that point, because you were like starting off, did it matter so much to you not to have a wedding?
It was so much pressure that I just want to get it done. Like my mom wants a party, a wedding, of course.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a job and he needs to go, and he's like
I don't have a car.
Yeah.
I don't have a license, and she's the only one who can take me around. And the parents will not let her see me, or take me or drive alone with me, if she's not married.
So it was too much pressure. So I
So
was like,
I'm
okay.
alone at the hotel. I've got nothing to do, and I'm sending emails to get a job. And she feels like she needs to take me out at least and stuff, but she cannot.
Yeah.
Because she only would come with her sister, and they would pick me up. But then her mom would call and say, well, "Why are you guys out?
Yeah, my mom gets angry.
Like, come home.
Like,
this is not allowed."
No, you're just engaged, so you're not allowed to go out. Like, why would you go out together?
So this was so much pressure on her, and she felt like she needs to take care of me, but she cannot, because her mom is not
I'm in the middle
her.
between everyone.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Today is what was like Saturday. Okay, Wednesday we're gonna have a party. Let's do
Like
it.
this.
Let's do it.
Very
I just want to
quickly.
get it because Wednesday night he's gonna come back.
So
It was 2nd of February, 2nd
Yeah.
of Feb. So he's gonna come up South Africa, and he needs to go to Abu Dhabi to start his job next day.
Oh, so you found a job.
It's for 3 months.
but only for 3 months.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Allah, let's do it. We just made the flowers. My aunt bought some flowers. We did some arrangements. We like arranged the living room. I got the speaker from a friend. What else?
All DIY.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then also my dress, wedding dress. I bought the night before the party from like a shop close to the house. It was like 200 dirhams. And the food also, I was like, we ordered the dinner. I didn't want to ask my family. I don't want to ask them anything. They're gonna say like, if you don't have this money, why are you getting married? So he was like, he sold his car in South Africa, and I was waiting for him. We planned together that he's gonna receive the money the night of the party, so he was gonna put the money in the bank, and I can withdraw some money. So I withdraw the money for the dinner that's gonna come to the party. That like 2 hours before. So everything was like, I just want to get it done. Like it was terrible times for me. Every time I see the picture, I feel like, I don't want to remember that. I don't want to feel that feeling.
We
Was
both
it because it's like everything is just so
It's
cramped and you have to do everything,
and
or because
pressured and like he was not happy. So I was feeling like I brought this man across the country. He's not happy. He doesn't have a job. He cannot do anything. He was not happy. So I was feeling pressured. And then I look at my family. They are also like, what's going on?
Oh,
Like
so
my dad
like
is...
you were in between the two,
Yeah, exactly.
and nobody understood that.
Exactly. So like it was too much on me. I just want to... I have to please everyone. And like... I was like, I want to get it done. I don't care how it's going to be. I just want to get it done. So after the party, I pack my bags. I put it in the bag. I go pick him up from the airport. We go to the Abu Dhabi. That's how it was. Our wedding.
Yeah, and now as we were sitting here, I was actually getting like I still get emotional if we talk about it, because it once again it always shows me how great of a person my wife was to accept me as that, and to have my back. That was only the start of what she showed, how much she's got my back. Because then I had a 3-month job in Abu Dhabi, and we came back to her house, and I had no job for 7 months. Nothing. So that money was just enough to pay off debt in South Africa, and debt that I had. And it was literally, as soon as we got back, money was gone.
Yeah.
And for the next 7 months, we had to start looking for work.
Yeah.
And
Both of you this time.
both.
Yeah,
She didn't
quit your job, yeah.
But I found a job actually at the minute he finished like the contract, like 2 days. In 2 days we need to go back to Sharjah. I found a job, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So he had to stay home with my family. My family helped us a lot.
Yes.
But it was, you feel like you're a burden, you know, like you cannot ask so much, and like.
Yeah, for
like,
me, I'm first of all raised at 18. My father said to me, "Go now. You need to go and make your own things." At 21, like, he said, "Okay, listen, yeah, you will go and study, but let's go to the bank. You take a loan, and you pay for your studies." So I was independent from 18, living already by myself. So for me to go and live with someone now and eat from their foods and not being able to buy it, like, even though it was tough in South Africa, I still had to pay for my own things. And if I would loan money from my mom, I would pay her back. So here it was, I had nothing. And I cannot drive around. I send out 2,300 emails over a period of 7 months, 7 interviews, and I didn't get one job. Oh. And my wife still, that time, when she gets the money, she still helps me pay off the debt in South Africa. So she still helped me with that. Then she takes the money and she buys us a bit of food. She also contributes to living at her family's place. So it was super tough. And to see how we actually, we were driving in Jumeirah, and I was crying. We cried a lot. Did I make the right decision? Did we do it too fast? The cultural difficulties we're facing. Everyone's speaking Arabic around me. I'm sitting there. I still didn't feel it as yet because I was still having withdrawal symptoms of the drugs in South Africa. And do I want to go back because I've got connections in South Africa? Even though it was tough, I can manage my way around some things there. Or it's not only that, it's about the place you know.
Yeah,
here you come and you're unknown.
Yes.
No one knows you. You don't have nothing. You feel so lonely, or I felt so lonely, even though I've got my wife. And then when everyone speaks Arabic in the house, I feel like, sometimes I got a bit upset. I'm like, why they don't want to speak English? But I know it's just,
yes.
Yeah,
it's not about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But precisely.
But it could get to you.
Yeah.
Because I was so low. I felt so out of my place.
Yeah. Also, I leave him like the whole day because I'm at work. So he's alone at home. He spends time with my family, with my mom. So he's captured at home.
Yeah, isolated. And I did not get the chance, or I didn't have the money yet to go in gym because the gym here was freaking expensive.
But after a while,
she then got me a gym, and then I went to the gym and I started training. And this is also where my motivation and positive energy came back. And that's my gym is my thing that drives me, that keeps me going forward and positive, and make the mind juices flow of just goodness. And this is when I started doing Arabic, and her mom is an Arabic professor.
Right.
And this is when I was like, okay, Ahlam, help me. Let's go. What books do you have? I want to start writing. I want to start learning.
Right.
But
you still didn't know like Suchek and Tassa and I'm joking. I'm just messing
with you. No. Did not know that yet. Yeah.
So that must have been a very difficult period for you.
Most difficult.
How did you get through that?
Then I got a job.
How much did you have to work on your relationship there?
A lot.
A lot.
Every day. Every single day.
Yeah.
Because I come home, I see he's like, you can see he's sad. He's sad sitting there.
It's because I've always had this picture of where I'm gonna go and what I will achieve and highs I will reach and confidence in myself and self-belief. And now I'm at this low and I'm not seeing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen.
Even when he got a job and he started working, and we moved. Before we moved, like he used to drive with me to work, just not to stay home, and then he just like go on the beach or whatever,
Read a
sleep in
book.
the car, or just to get out of it. And we don't have the money for him to go to a restaurant or something, so he just like
Dwell
go
around
anywhere.
in Dubai.
Yeah. So when we go back, then we actually argue and we cry together in the traffic sitting, and then we're crying.
We're crying in the traffic.
Did you have like any doubts about this?
Yeah, of
you
course.
mentioned something like,
Of
did we
course.
do it so
Yeah,
fast?
of course.
Full year probably, and still
First year and a half.
And then when we moved to Dubai, I got a job here. So the first month I just had enough. Then only then I finished paying my debt in South Africa. This was after a year.
Yeah.
And then I bought a bed and 2 chairs. For the first month we had a bed and 2 chairs. And then the second month we had a bed, 2 chairs and a TV. So step by step we had literally nothing for a few months.
But
and then a couch and then a table. So step by step. But during this time we're fighting every day because I'm working. I cannot work for someone. I don't like it. I'm working at a company where I feel like a number, where I have to come and scan in, go out. Someone talking to me like I am like they talk to me down, and I don't treat people that way. So I cannot take it.
Yeah.
I cannot take if someone disrespects me because I respect others. I respect myself. So why would someone talk to me like that? And I tell her I cannot take this. I used to work for myself in South Africa, and I cannot work for someone, so I get super angry. And then we've got
all of that comes
built
together
up.
where we meet each other. At the end of the day, we're
tired.
not happy, and we're stressed. We're carrying a lot, and
the religion.
And the religion.
The religion was a big thing
Because he was Christian.
Yeah.
At that point, you were
yes.
married. You're still Christian.
No, he had to convert. Of course.
Yeah.
But what do you mean the religion at that point?
I was still now all of these years someone tells me this glass is pink,
right?
But actually it's see-through.
Yeah.
Now I coming here now someone tell me no, this glass is actually see-through. Like no, this glass is pink. 26 years I've been told this glass is pink. This is how the things go. And now I must accept something else just to be married, which I said I want to because I'm marrying my wife because I love her. So at the beginning, I just did the conversion just for doing it.
For the sake of it.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. I thought he's like, okay.
Just for the sake of it to get married.
So did that get in your conversations in the beginning?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. A lot.
How difficult was that decision for you to make?
Oh, to do it at start was nothing because I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And I will do whatever I like. And I will do what I usually do. Like, just go about it. And then, I mean, I grew up like a religious Christian, yeah.
Right.
So even though I did all my bad things and my drugs and stuff, Sundays I would go to church and I would take people to church with me. So I was there, and this this is my belief. You grow up like at 26 years. It's like, for instance, I must tell a Muslim now, sorry, you're wrong. This what you're believing is not right. So this was a challenge. Now I'm telling her and I'm asking her. The thing is also I was interested to find out more about it, Islam. So she told me things, then I'm like, nah, it cannot be. And she's asking me questions and I cannot answer them. And I'm looking on YouTube and it's like, it doesn't make sense and stuff. And then I'm like, or it doesn't make sense to me. Or I don't have an answer for what is the question or stuff. So it was a lot of these things. Then you feel like if you don't get an answer, you get like agitated. You're like,
absolutely.
Why can I not?
Wow.
Yeah. So there was a lot of these things.
That was also a factor that were like, and I was like worried because if he doesn't accept it, one day we're going to have a kid. What's going to happen? So it was a big thing for me. Like, if he's not going to do it, like, then we cannot be together. Like, it's gonna, for me personally, it's not going to work. So that was a very big thing. But at the same time, we had no way back. We did not give the option of divorce.
Way back, yeah.
There's no way back.
Even though we thought
either
of
make it We either make we have to make it.
Yeah, we thought of like we didn't say.
No, we did not discuss it, but we were like
inner thoughts.
Yeah, like you know.
But did you share that with each other? Did you say like
No,
I had
no,
this?
no.
You never.
Never.
But later on, you said it to each other.
Later on, we
After
said,
we were fine.
Yeah.
Like you know when
so
we were fine.
When COVID came, I lost my job, and I was like, alhamdulillah, when I lost my job, because I knew this happened for a good reason. Always, and like this, I started thinking positive more, and I was like not having the withdrawal symptom anymore. I could gym without any substance. I felt like I'm getting like back to the Riaan when I was 17.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Riaan. And I felt like it's me again. And when it happened, I was like, yeah.
So things started to look good at this point.
Yeah,
when
and
COVID
COVID.
hit.
We
During
really
COVID.
bonded in COVID. It helped us a lot because we spent time together at home. We were
locked
chilled.
down.
We had the money, we had the apartment, so we were just like building up our relationship. But just to go back to your question, we didn't have the option of divorce. We came together, we did all of this. There is only one way, is to make it work.
Absolutely.
There is no other option. We have to make it work. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's how we
So have you created now your own version of happiness, let's say?
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You look like a team.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
on social media.
No, we're like people, they can know already. They don't invite me if my wife is not invited.
Yeah.
I'm not invited. If my wife is not invited, except for if it's gym or paddle or football, then it's a different story. But if it's a gathering and my wife is not invited, then I'm not invited. Vice versa. But I would tell her if it's girls, they can go, of course. But she would go. She would climb in the car. She would drive. She would be like, Habibi, guess what? I tell them I'm not going. And she would come back. Yeah.
Are you like best friends
And
now?
it happens.
Yeah.
Not are like we are.
We are.
Yeah. Now
That's amazing.
like even now when she was telling the story, I get still emotional thinking of, because I relive it when I tell the story, and I feel it, and I think of how amazing it is, how far we came, and how grateful I am that we are here currently to laugh about it. Yeah, and how it still motivates me to still give her the great wedding.
Yeah.
To give her an amazing wedding. I want to.
We will. We will. Yeah, we will.
You should invite me though.
We will invite you.
You're invited.
Okay, thank you.
And you know, our first wedding rings was 50 dirhams each.
It was accessories. It was not real rings. You know,
it was not real rings. It was this one copper ones that makes your finger go green.
Yes, yes.
50
it's not like
dirhams.
I've tried them, but I know this.
And you know what's actually amazing? That we're sitting here and I can say I'm happily married, even though I didn't have a wedding or went go crazy.
It doesn't matter though. Like I know
Yes.
you, and you should do it. I think.
Yes.
But does it really matter for all those people who probably want to get married, and maybe the guy is thinking of he should have prepared everything. The wedding, he should find an apartment. Does it really matter? Though I think you could do it with what you have. I think at some point.
That or you can wait.
A woman should be less demanding.
And you know what? I will tell you something. I will tell you something. We traveled after 2 or 3 years to Maldives. It was the first time we traveled together. It was like a week, which is like a honeymoon.
Like elated honeymoon.
Yeah, exactly. I will tell you, we would have not enjoyed our time and had such a great experience if it was like the traditional way, which is a wedding and a honeymoon. Because by that time we are bonded, we know each other, we know how to spend time with each other. Yeah. So it was a great time together. Like this honeymoon phase, like I don't think it gives you the pleasure because you just got married, you go travel, but you're not connected. So you feel maybe bored or you feel awkward. But when you're good in your relationship, then you travel, then you really have a different experience.
You're excited, yeah.
So as I know something that when you're in a successful relationship, things start to seem effortless. Now you did the struggle.
Yeah.
But are you there now? Is everything for you effortless now in terms of your communication, in terms of understanding each other, in terms of deciding on things? Like both of you, what do you want to eat? Where do you want to go?
This I think for women doesn't change.
Just the eating part, but everything fine is
the eating part is like, okay.
No, this way, what you want to do, which restaurant you want to go, this is still a riddle.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But everything,
we'll talk about this like separate.
Yeah.
To give me some tips. But like everything else,
Everything is
is it easy now for you to make decisions?
Absolutely.
And
I told her that, like, just was it yesterday or today still? We're so
aligned,
connected and aligned that we don't even have to like there's certain we see some stuff on Instagram about how to make conversations or how to get to know one another better and stuff. But we know each other so good already, and we're so aligned that we know what we want, we know where we're going, we know what's going to waste our time or what's going to keep us on track, and we know what's going to boost us. So we're such a good team, and our communication. And this is one thing that's definitely one of my strengths is my communication, and also my people skills, and that makes me know and teamwork. I'm definitely good in teamwork, and for me this is a team. And I always see how much I can uplift my wife and communicate to her, the clearer she will see me and my vision and what I want to achieve, and she can adapt to that, and vice versa. Me adapt to getting her and myself aligned to go forward. So anything that's a hassle or a miscommunication, it's boom, let's sit down, let's discuss it, let's clear it out, because we don't want to speed bump later in life. That's been a build up with certain things we're hiding away or not hiding away that we just quickly want to brush away.
Yeah.
Because
what most people do is that they sweep it under the carpet.
Yes. And the carpet builds up and it becomes a mountain. So
you should address it.
Immediately.
Are you okay with addressing it?
In the beginning, I was struggling with this, and we used to get a like not a fight, like almost a fight. Yeah, we fight about it because he's the person that he wants to talk about it now. And I'm that kind of person. I want to be quiet and think about it. I don't like, when I'm angry, I get, خلاص, I'm quiet. And then we used to, like, he get angry because I'm quiet, I don't respond. Then with time, I started to learn to communicate, to speak it out, to like try to solve it. Even if we stay like an hour or two speaking about it, we
4
solve
hours
it now.
even. Yeah.
Because the reason for my question is that sometimes women don't want to do that. But
it depends on the person. But yeah, for me, I don't want to do that. But he's like, I learned from him. This is where we like actually a lot of things in our life. We meet each other in the middle, like to just
and contribute to one another. To I learn from her. She learns from me, and there's certain things I know I'm good at.
Which is like, actually, this is the thing I learned, which is making my life easier, because now I know how to communicate. We solve the problem immediately. خلاص, it's gone, which is great. Like if I stayed the way I am, where I get quiet, I can be 2 days.
Inside.
Yeah, exactly. For 2 days, I'm just angry.
To know about it. Yeah.
And it's wasting time.
Yeah, and it's not healthy.
You're wasting time. You could have the whole day is.
How did you get her to do that? How did you get her to open up?
Hours.
To you?
He cornered me like, no, we have to do it. Like
I would
cannot
sit down and I will not sleep. I would put on the light. There was nights we went to sleep very late. I will not just go and sleep if we're angry. And it's just and you know what also? Somehow it was a bonus, or it was an advantage for both of us that English is both our second language.
Right.
So
your first is Afrikaans.
Yeah. So we need to think before we speak. But also sometimes you will just speak.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You need to think before you speak. And then the advantage you have is you might say something wrong and be like, oh, wait. I said it wrong. It's actually what I meant is like this, because.
But she heard the first thing.
Yeah, I know.
But then, you said it.
So then the conversation goes a bit longer.
Yeah. Exactly. So you need to be careful. About what you say. Yeah.
A lot of times also, like, we go on circles just to reach one point.
Yeah.
It's direct point, but you don't know how to get it.
Yes.
You don't know how to get to it.
Because
so you had to go.
That's learning.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's you learning about each other. Because it's. See, I think that the biggest challenge, just my observation, you had culture differences, number one, and then individual differences.
Yes,
because I always say, for example, this might think I could be wrong. Now I'm looking at you, I think I'm wrong. Because for me, I think if you marry a person from your culture, it's probably easier for you because you know the culture codes that are embedded in your behavior. Like if I'm with an Iraqi girl, she says something, I already understand what it's like the back
Okay.
end of it.
Yeah.
But then it makes only the individual differences now, not the culture differences. But you have to deal with both.
Yes. I think also like
But you've adapted very quickly, which is amazing.
yes.
Because
yes.
that kind of like got out of the way in a way.
We both actually adapted to each
Yeah,
other. That's
definitely.
we did not we made a agreement. We made a deal that we have to work through it. How are we gonna work through it and make it work if we were not gonna be adapt to each other and try to be open to accept one another and learn from each other. Like he brought his best things from his culture and the way he got raised, and I brought my best, and like we see what is the things we don't want to repeat from what we see in the community and our families and all of that. So we filter everything and then we bring it to the table.
And the good only. And we focus on
That's
that.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling you about in the beginning. I want to ask you about the values, because I think all titles, nationality, like whatever, like where you're from, doesn't matter if your values are not aligned.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if you don't have values, actually,
it's that's the thing. If you're not open to work a relationship, it doesn't matter if you married your neighbor or whoever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not,
it doesn't matter if you
saying.
some people like they grow up with each other and they get married and that doesn't work. Why? Because they are not open to understand each other and
willing to
they don't have the will to put the work. So that doesn't matter where is the
I like that. The
person
will to
from.
Put the work.
That's
the
also
key word.
Exactly. That's also one of the things that we get comments on social media. Because he's foreign, or because he's not Iraqi, he's not Arab.
There's so much. No, you can't have that level of relationship because of one thing. No.
Exactly. So it's not about nationality. It's about
the will.
And the mindset you have in the relationship.
Yeah. Thank you. I really like that. It's really about the will.
And my parents are divorced, and also I always said, and I love them as individuals, they're amazing, but they just didn't fit one another. But also, did they really both want to be the best for each other? One can, if the other one don't want to, it's not going to work.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I remember that.
Both of you need to like paddle in the same direction. Yeah.
Yes. And during that time of COVID, I remember, and I was like, listen here, you made a decision and you said you're not going to repeat what your parents repeated. And I said to myself, I love them individually. They're amazing. Together they were not good, and I said I will one day not do what they do. First of all, getting married young, immediately have kids, and that's not what I want to do. So I said I'm gonna get someone else. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna wait until I have kids. First form a bond, and also I couldn't decide that times like, so what? I married. Is divorce an option, or is work through it and make it work for you the better option? And then I was like, I made a decision, and it's about what I'm gonna put in now is what I'm gonna get out from it. And it's just like as if when that, I can still remember that day, like as if yesterday in the kitchen when I had that thought, like just have to make a
decision.
Yeah, it's just a decision of don't be selfish, be open to learn and to adapt and to do it in a teamwork. Yeah. And otherwise, if you're going to be selfish, if you just think of me, no, but my religion or my culture and it's not going to work like that.
No, that's probably the worst thing that people have growing up.
Yeah.
Which is the source of all anxiety that they get, is when they're thinking about themselves
Yes.
a lot. It's just me.
It's the ego.
Their head. It's the ego.
Yeah.
Me. I don't like this. I like this. I don't want to do this. I want to do this.
Yeah.
That's so stressful.
Precisely. Definitely.
They don't think we're a team. They think like me and her, like a husband and wife. They don't think like we're friends. We're a team. We're building this together. Most of the people, unfortunately, they have this idea of marriage that
it's work.
It's not only it is work to be honest, but it's like خلاص, she's alone, I'm alone. She get to do whatever and just raise the kids, and I will go and have fun or go out with my friends and go work, whatever. So they don't have the mindset of we're a team. Like
definitely.
So actually also that's what we want to show on social media, like
it's a friendship.
we want to be good example for marriage for the young guys and
you
girls.
are. I think you are. Yeah,
Thank
I think
you.
You're doing a great job. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we want to tell them like, hey, marriage is not terrible. Marriage is a great thing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing, but you just need to remove all of the thoughts and whatever you learned since you were a kid from around you about marriage. Remove this idea and you will have a great life.
Amazing. Okay, you know what we'll do now is we'll do some sort of a challenge.
Okay.
No, they call it TikTok challenge. We'll make it like more, sophisticated. Not TikTok challenge. We'll make it like podcast challenge.
Okay.
If you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
let's go.
challenges. Yeah.
Okay, it's not a challenge. It's just really a question of who's done first or who's what first.
Okay.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
So who said I love you first?
Me. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
You have to.
Smart. You should do it.
Yeah.
You should do it. Let's see if he's like, who apologizes first after a fight? Smart. Well done. 2 points to him.
You have to. Otherwise, you'll sit on the couch.
Yes, that's amazing. Okay. Who's the most patient one?
Soleen, for sure. Yeah.
Like how?
I'm peaceful.
Like patience.
You don't like you don't nag him for things or something like.
No. She's got the time in the world. I think this is an Arab thing. They've got the time in the world.
No, it's not about that.
No. Sorry. Now that I think of a father, no.
Not in a different setup.
Yeah.
No.
It's not about that. I feel like
she's got patience for sure. So much.
I want peace. That's what I want. So if my patient will end up having like a good thing and a good, like, I don't know, whatever, if it's for an argument, if it's for something I ask him for, whatever, after waiting, good things will happen. So I have this patient, like, I don't have the energy to make a drama. So I just be like...
Girls learn.
Yeah. I must say, she's like, alhamdulillah, no drama. Like,
that's amazing. That's really amazing.
I am so thankful.
He's more dramatic than me.
Do you know like how much guys want that? Like, like
I tell you, like, because I've seen dramatic people all over, and then I'm like, alhamdulillah, my wife is not a drama.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't have energy for that.
So my next question, who's the grateful one? I can answer. He's the one. Yeah, for that. No,
why?
No, because he's very grateful. That's what he said just now. He said he's grateful.
Okay, I don't mind that.
No, that was not in the list. It wasn't in the list. But he said, I'm very grateful for this. I don't want any drama.
Who's the most grateful?
Okay.
Who's
you. I'll give you that. He likes to get the credits.
There you go.
I think even if I'm outside itself, I think I am the most grateful one. Yeah. Maybe even in Dubai and in UAE.
Okay, so who loves the other person more then?
Me. Love Soleen more. That's what I heard from friends as well.
No, we both love each other like equally.
Really?
Yeah, no. I was also thinking
I think
that people don't see like what people see outside, and love cannot only also be shown outside. Like in front of people and stuff.
Yeah. Love is there's different ways to give love.
Yes, precisely. Yeah. There's a respect. There's helping one another. There's uplifting each other. There's listening to one another. There's allowing you to express yourself. There's so many ways of showing love. So I actually think if I speak for both of us, we're on the same level of loving each other. And that's why, because we show it on different ways.
Because I'm not kind of like...
See how he changed his mind after you give him that look?
I know my eyes will be blue, not red.
You think his eyes are blue, red for nothing? No.
Yes. Nobody noticed until this point, but...
You never know. Yeah. But also, I think it's because I'm not, as I said, not the kind of person that's showing love, especially in public or something. Even our videos, it's not like cuties and we don't do that. So maybe that's why they think like he loves me more because he's more open, maybe more.
Maybe.
Or maybe because he shows that he's always adapting to the culture.
Maybe, exactly.
So
maybe.
People think that.
Yeah.
But for me, what I see...
It's also actually what I heard of how I speak to her. But it's just a form of showing respect. That's all it is.
No, I noticed that actually. Just earlier when you said if you can speak for the both of you, that was just amazing.
Yeah,
because that's very thoughtful in communication to always address the.
And this is what I've heard So from outside, there's people that say they see how the way I speak to her and listen to her. By that, they assumed I love her more. But like we said just now, there's different ways of showing love.
Yeah.
And the way she would show love to me at home on doing small things that I won't even ask or think of. For me, it means the world. And for her, it's nothing.
Yeah.
But for me, it means the world. So that's why there's different ways of showing love to one another.
Yeah, it's just about like anticipating what you want.
Yes.
And then she does it.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
Well done, guys. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool. So
Yeah.
who's the better cook?
Definitely Soleen.
You know what?
I studied
First,
chef.
I was just about to tell you when we first start talking. Oh, I studied chef, so I was like, oh my god, yes, like
Finally,
extra bonus.
I'm not gonna go to the kitchen.
I'm gonna have the breakfast in bed, and I'm gonna have this like cooking together, and like I come home, he's cooking dinner, and nothing of that.
How many times did that actually happen?
I made her 2-minute noodles with tuna.
The ready ones you buy from the
with tuna and mayo. And
No, not that. One time I was working. He came home. I came home. I told him, please, I'm hungry. He cooked noodles, and the noodles was not enough. He cooked pasta with it.
Right.
Pasta noodle
And it was
mix.
white, and there was no sauce.
You know, when I studied chef, I
Tasted bland also.
I did not even. It's
No,
Yeah.
she
to the
didn't even
garbage.
look at it.
I was like,
yeah.
I'm sorry that I asked you to cook.
Yeah, she was not. I know you didn't put it in the garbage. I ate it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
See, I used to
Probably.
make this stuff
He
at
eats
home
everything.
like this. For a man, he will quickly just
Yeah.
make something to eat.
Yes.
I will not do the extra stuff. So when she asked me to cook, if I must really cook for her to cook, I'm gonna cook her something very nice.
I'm still
But
waiting.
her food is too good. Yeah.
She just made a request on the show.
Yeah, okay.
She made it public.
I
I'm
will do
making
something.
a request for 5 years. I don't think your show will work, to be honest.
Thank you so much.
No, it might. Yeah.
People will ask you.
Inshallah.
People will start asking him now. Guys, ask him if he's cooked for
I
her
will
a
cook
good
something.
meal.
I hope so.
I will cook something
When?
There you go.
soon.
Yeah. He wants to still stay vague. It's okay.
Okay.
Come on. He
Inshallah.
admitted the first half of the
Okay.
commitment.
Okay,
It's okay.
inshallah.
Yeah.
I make it.
Yes.
Baklava or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, who's the funny one?
Both?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually,
Am
both
I
do
funny?
comedy.
Am I the funny one? I don't know. I cannot say.
not
I'm
answer that question.
but you cannot say.
If
You
I
don't
think
know if
if,
you're
if,
funny or
if
not.
you say yourself as funny, then you're not really funny. Yeah.
I cannot. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, but the question is like for you to say who is the funniest one in a relationship. Like,
We both
both
are.
of you.
Yeah.
I know your videos are very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you are very funny.
We're both.
But who
Yeah.
makes you like laugh the most?
She always laughs at me the most. That's why it's strange that she said both. I was now thinking she's definitely gonna say me.
So I don't make you laugh.
You do?
Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
both
Is it
funny.
like sarcasm also?
Yeah.
I am
No,
so.
Yeah, probably. No, I think I'm the funny one. Not because not because I think I'm funny, because I'm more like energetic and like open, and in front of people I'm not shy. So Soleen would be a bit more shy. So I think we find more that people would.
Okay, you're the funny one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
She is,
Yeah.
But she's also funny.
Yeah. No, she is also funny.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
You guys are, actually, you guys are fun to watch.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Happy
Yeah.
to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. You should continue to do what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. This should be easy. Who's the most romantic one?
Yo, this should be easy.
Yeah, because that was like kind of difficult. So
I
I
think-
tried
I
to
think
before
before-
preempting.
I don't know.
I think we both same.
Both the same level.
Yeah.
Before marriage, I thought I'm more romantic, but like I'm not.
Oh,
Like,
you
not
mean like
like-
equally the same?
Equally, yeah.
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 We are equally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you know what we
Maybe I'm
became
more.
we became more romantic, which is actually funny later on than on the start.
Right, because
Yeah.
of all the
now because
difficulties
now
you had to go
it's
through.
you love each other and it's love.
Yeah.
At the beginning you say you love, and
Thank you.
yeah,
So much.
At the beginning it's you
Yeah,
say
by the
it.
way, no.
So love comes after.
Love doesn't. I will tell
love
you.
comes and go. It's the friendship.
Yeah, love.
That-
This
Yeah, friendship is what keeps
Friendship or partnership? You went to?
Friendship.
Friendship.
because you know, this
It's both
butterflies.
friendship.
No, I'm not trying to lead you in a question. I'm just I'm just really thinking about
it's
it.
friendship and partnership.
Because if you're not, sorry,
It's okay.
if you're not friends, you cannot be partners. You know what I mean?
You can be partners without being friends.
But still, partners can be like.
That's why I say it's
We're
both.
just married. Okay,
I'm sensing an argument. I like it. It's like on the show. It's cool. Let's see how you resolve it.
For me, I
Communicate.
feel like that love what we see in the movies and we think like in the beginning of the relationship that doesn't
It's a
exist
phase.
in marriage.
Could it be a phase?
Yeah.
It's a phase.
It's a
Yeah,
phase.
it's a phase.
Yeah,
It's a phase. But once you get married, what you need actually is a friendship. Because if you cannot sit with each other doing nothing and have nothing to do and have no money and you cannot stand each other on your lowest, then you cannot like
Go forward.
survive. You cannot survive. So
you will give up.
friendship, if you want to decide to get married to someone, imagine yourself, can you be friends with them if you don't love them?
Yeah.
If you can be friends with them, then that's good, because believe me, with years, there is no like, butterflies the whole time.
It's a phase.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But for me, my point of view is friendship then partnership, because if you cannot be friends, you cannot be partners.
But it's a both.
Yeah.
For me, I feel it's both. Friends and partners, because it's a teamwork, but also friends will do teamwork. Because they will support each other. Yeah.
Who's the big baby in the relationship?
Yeah, it must be me.
Yeah.
I just think it's like
The man thing.
dramatic man. Yeah.
The dramatic man.
Yeah.
All men are dramatic when they get sick, when
you get
they're
sick.
hungry.
But
when
only
they...
like this, when you get sick and stuff. Other than that, you're tough. Right?
They're like, I think men likes the attention. So like...
What? Like when you're sick.
When you're sick or
hungry.
Like you're sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are more dramatic than women.
I don't know.
I
cannot speak for all men.
Also you cannot also speak for all women, because
all
some women can be very dramatic.
Yeah, exactly.
It can be like as if they're on the deathbed. Yeah. But so I think
in
also,
our relationship
maybe. No, I think it's because I like acting and teasing. So I would act and tease her a lot. So she would be like, yo, you're so dramatic. But in the meantime, I'm joking with her.
Right.
So she would be like, yo, you're dramatic.
But like we see, I don't know if you know this, but there is a bit in Freudian psychology. It's not, I'm not changing the discussion to something like that.
No.
But it was debunked at some point. Some people still believe in it. It said that we get attracted to the person who are to the people who are most likely similar to our parents. So sometimes men look for somebody, for a wife who's similar to their moms. Women look for the man who's similar to their fathers. So sometimes what happens when you're in a relationship, certain behaviors, because you're so comfortable and you're partners and you're married and everything, certain behaviors come out as if you feel that this partner can act sometimes subconsciously as your mother or as your father. So if he's sick sometimes and he wants that attention, maybe he wants some of the attention. I'm not in general.
From his father or
from his mom.
So like you would be like my mom, and I would be like your dad.
You know what I mean? Like we could get attracted to. So sometimes certain behavior come out of us when we don't know that we actually want fatherly protection, and he wants mother's attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no, not in our case. In our case, I feel like I get from my mom, and he gets from his mom, certain way of doing stuff.
Yeah, but remember, she never met my father.
Yeah, I never met his father.
So he's still in South Africa. She never met my father, so she won't know the things of my father. I think also if she would see. So what always I say, when people ask me, who are you like, your mom or your dad? Then I say, I've got the good of my mom and good of my dad. I don't take any bad.
Yeah.
I don't even focus on their bads. Just the good.
Yeah. So definitely there's something of your father in you. Maybe you haven't seen yet. Probably.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what she would say now, my mom. But
do you mean my father and him?
No, it would be his mom and him. So he would expect something similar from his mom's behavior from you. Yeah. Is what I mean.
Okay.
Like pampering. When I'm sick.
But,
or the attention from when you say he's dramatic when he's sick.
Yeah.
Or for you, sometimes you need that. I mean, like women, I think, can say that because they have admitted this. They want sometimes the attention, the protection.
Yes,
like
of course.
from
That's nature.
because they got it from
Say, for
the
instance,
fathers.
the car would break, then you would be like, want me to be like your dad.
Exactly.
And be like,
something like that.
Yeah.
You want,
see?
Yeah.
something
True.
like that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, who's the one with the OCD? Like obsessive compulsive disorder. Like
yes, like,
me on certain areas, him on certain areas.
Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
I
own
really thought
things.
that you were gonna say her because
No.
with the shoes and everything and the clean and the hygiene and everything,
I have this on. That's what I tell you.
But
this.
also, she can also be like khaliwali and.
No, not with the cleaning because I don't get.
Okay,
like,
now
I don't-
she's on these things. She's very OCD on the cleaning and stuff.
Yeah. Right.
And how I touch my shoe and where I may not touch my shoe, and how long I must wash my hands and stuff like this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this and like his side is like, don't touch my notebook, don't touch my iPad, don't like with his this stuff. He's
he
very
likes them
like
messy
strict.
or he likes them organized.
No, he's strict with that.
Strict, organized.
Oh, organized.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
with that
Okay.
like
So, okay.
his
Yeah.
personal things. Like no, it's like.
Yeah,
it's
no, I
mine.
think all men are
Don't
like this because
write
they want to
with-
come back and find it the same way they
Yes.
left it.
Like
'cause-
if he's writing on his notebook, if I want to like do something, no, don't write it.
Take
Go
another
bring
paper.
another paper.
Yeah.
So he's that type.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
my notebook is my.
Because he doesn't share the notebook.
No,
No, yeah, I don't share it. She can read in it, but
Yeah.
I don't share it. Like you don't
you- I
I
write
cannot
it.
write
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
My handwriting for him is ugly, so he doesn't want my handwriting.
My
Right.
notebook
On
is
his
neat.
notebook.
It's goals in there, so it must be sacred.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Men write the
yeah.
goals absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not everyone, but I mean
Yeah.
goals are important.
Yeah.
Of course.
Awesome. I want to say thank you so much, guys,
Yeah.
for being here. This was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for having us.
It was a pleasure and a good time.
I hope we let you ask all the questions because we talked a lot.
I'm happy that you did.
Yeah.
I asked. Actually, you've answered all the questions
Okay.
that
Oh, really?
I had throughout.
Yeah,
So I didn't have
okay.
to repeat anything. But yeah.
Yeah, we spoke
It
a lot.
was
We didn't
amazing.
We
speak
did.
too much.
No, it's a podcast. You should.
yeah?
If you don't, and I don't let you, there's something wrong.
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I actually heard that, like, as an interviewer, sometimes one must, like, let them speak.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
I had to fight against my nature because I
Yeah.
used to be. I can say I used to be now.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a very horrible listener.
Yes. So you would want to speak more.
I would want to jump in, and I
Yes.
did make that mistake in one of the episodes, and I got feedback said, "Please let the guest speak."
Oh, yeah?
I was like, "Oh, thank you." First
Yeah.
episode, and I'm like,
You
Yes.
learn from
Yeah,
your mistakes.
yeah.
"Yeah, lesson learned."
Yeah.
No, I knew that, but
You couldn't.
application
Yeah.
takes
Yeah,
time.
it will. It will take time. Yeah.
And I like the second episode. I'm like, I have to hold. I want
Yeah.
to jump in. I'm like, I want to like.
Yeah.
I'm holding myself, but then but see when you gave me a little. I speak a lot, by the way. So I don't know how I do this. I don't know how I can sit
You
listen
can
for
Yeah.
hours.
sit together.
Yeah.
But I can speak for hours.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
I'm glad you did that today because
Yeah.
usually we don't see you talk that much.
Yeah, because
We were talking like you, like Rian. We need to do it in English.
Yeah, because usually it's in Arabic.
Yeah.
So when it's in Arabic, then you have to translate.
Yeah.
And then I speak, but also I feel like I cannot speak in depth because then she will have to translate, and then she sits and think about what she need to say. So I cannot really go deep into the conversation.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But of course, I'm still trying to master Arabic so that, inshallah, in a few years I will sit and
So remember like Tassa and Suchek and
Tas and Suchek.
and Qanaqina. Oh, these words just
Qanaqina.
like for next time.
You went deep in Iraqi.
Yeah.
And شفتني عبالي, I thought you did a good job.
No,
so that's why I went hard.
And I know Clouchy. I don't know if this is Iraqi.
Okay, yes, of course. Clouchy.
Yeah?
Also only Iraqi Clouchy.
Oh,
You
yeah?
know Clouchy, you know Luti, you know
Yeah.
Chadda.
لوتي والواير ماله. طبعا راح يسووا لي انفولو الناس اسم من هاي الكلمة.
Shatab.
كذاب.
Yeah.
بعد شنو؟
Shlanik.
Bazuna.
Slanich.
حلو.
Bazuna.
بزونة.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chalab.
Chel.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's many things. Yeah, I know a few. Yeah.
Awesome.
knows, yeah.
Thank you again.
Yeah. Thank
You're
you.
most
Thank you so
welcome.
much
Thank
for having
you
us.
so
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah, it was.
Loved it. Yeah.
I feel like we can talk more, but it's
Yeah.
done.
We will want people to more
Yeah.
and more.
Yeah.
Good.
They're gonna ask, please, let them come again.
Yeah.
Or not. Maybe they talk a lot.
No,
Don't
they
bring
will.
them.
They will.
Yeah.
Thank
Lovely.
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. خلاص.